When you're in a difficult business environment, let's say a new competitor has entered your market or there's a new regulation that has thrown things into disarray, there's often a lot of disagreement about how to respond. And what I've noticed is that often the teams will splinter into two different groups. One wants to go this way, the other wants to go this way. And the longer they talk about it, they seem to get further and further apart. They can't find the common ground. This is the team A, this is the team B, and never the twain shall meet. So what I've seen work really well in these instances is first just to agree on what is the objective. Because people often, if they think about it, they can get to the core of what they do love to really want to do together. One team that I work with said, our objective that we can agree on is that we do not want to drop below 15% market share. That was very important to them. They felt that at that level they could continue their business very effectively. Once they agreed on that objective, we set aside some time and we said, so what are all of the alternatives that we could use to get to that objective? Not just A and B, but C and D and F and all the other things, not just in between, but outside on the periphery, not just interpolating, but extrapolating. We came up with a lot more common ground than they would have initially expected, because A and B were certainly not the only options. Once they saw the vast array of alternatives that existed, they were able to agree on a path forward. Now, there was still a lot of objections because these people had valid reasons why they had disagreed in the first place. So what we did at that point was say, how can we resolve those specific problems that you're seeing? And they were very legitimate. They were things like, our sales force incentives won't allow us to do this, so let's change the incentives. They were things like, we're going to really have a lot of channel conflict if we do this, so let's resolve that. Let's talk to our distributors and work with them in a way that we can partner with them. Each of these things we addressed one by one. We addressed the risks explicitly, and so those things that had driven them apart, we were able to pull them together and head in a new direction together very effectively.